Oh, hello everyone. So in this video, I'll continue with the one by one topic. So in previous video, I told about this introduction part that how we'll proceed. So from this video, I'll go to and tell about the gain calculation and how we can improve the gain. Okay. So first thing is that the common thing that one can be asked, what is this 5 transistor OTA? So why this OTA term is there? I think all of you know that it is stands for operational transconductance amplifier. Operational transconductance amplifier. Okay. So just I'll tell you about why it is operational or transconductance amplifier. So operation means some arithmetic operation will be there. In op-amp in general we know that op-amp can do many arithmetic operations. So I need not to tell about all. And why this called transconductance amplifier? So in general, op-amp is something. Op-amp is some black box that we can say. Op-amp is something that is a black box. It takes the difference of two quantities, and if this 5 transistor OTM is, there are internally on transistor level there are 5 transistors, and why it is a transconductance amplifier I'll tell. It takes the difference of two quantities which are voltages V1 and V2, and this is some block and its constant is K, and depending on it generates some quantity here. Let's suppose it's generating some X quantity, and this particular quantity which is a particular block which is taking the difference of two quantities and generating particular X. So this X is nothing but defined as K times of V1 minus V2, and this particular difference which is multiplied with the K is followed by some integrator. So this particular block is integrator. So this is your difference block, I can say. It is taking the difference and multiplying with some constant. Difference and multiplying with some constant. And this is the integrator. Okay, this is my difference block and this is my integrator. And depending on this we are getting some output that we can say V out, or any output in general we can say out, and further we can connect some load there, which can be anything, load. So generally we can say this particular block that is indicated by K, it is nothing but a GM block. GM block means if we are taking the difference of two voltage quantities and this is a GM block, then we will get a current. This X is nothing but a current. So this current is what? This is this GM times difference voltage. This difference voltage means V1 minus V2. So particular block is generating current, and or it is converting the difference of voltage into current, that is a GM block, or it's kind of transconductance. Output is current and input is a voltage difference. So this is nothing but a transconductance nature of the block. That's why it's called the transconductance amplifier. It means what it is doing is just amplifying the difference or multiplying this difference by some particular quantity, that K, or can say GM, and later it is generating X, and this X is a current which is generated by this block, and further this current is integrated. And now for this entire combination is known as op-amp. This entire combination is known as op-amp. So in other words we can also say that this is nothing but a op-amp only, which is a 5 transistor OTA. So how this integrator can be implemented? First thing we'll see that how this block K can be implemented, then how this integrator can be implemented. Okay, so how this block K is implemented? So this is very simple. We will see not on transistor level right now, but I will say that if this is a V1, V2, and this is some quantity x which is generated out. This can be directly said that there is some GM block. This is GM, and it is taking the difference of two voltages and generating the quantity is your I, and this I is nothing but GM time difference voltage V1 minus V2. And how this integrator box is implemented? So we know that on the chip, if some quantity X is entering inside it and some quantity Y is coming out, so this integrated can be implemented in two ways. One, we can give the X as a input current. If input current, then we can integrate it to obtain output voltage. And if for the particular integrator there is an input current and we are getting the output voltage, then for this integrator we will use the device capacitor. So we have two things for integration in the fundamental devices, which is the capacitor, or second is your inductor. If your input is voltage, and you are obtaining some current which is nothing but integrated form of that voltage, then this particular thing is done by inductor. So two things are there in the fundamental elements, capacitor or inductor, as a integration, because we know that capacitor voltage is nothing but 1 upon C IC dt, and inductor current is 1 upon L, this is L, 1 upon L integration of VL dt. So if we want to implement a integrator, then we have two fundamental elements, which is a capacitor or inductor. But on chips we cannot implement inductors, because inductors are bulky elements, because the inductors are bulky elements, so we cannot implement them. So we will switch to the capacitor integrator only. So we will select this. So our integrator block is nothing but a capacitor, which is just integrating a current, and the current is coming out of your GM block, which is nothing but a difference of two voltages. So basically this can be the complete design. This can be the complete design. Your GM block, which is taking the difference of two inputs V1, V2, and it is generating the current. I can say this is my IC, which is nothing but GM times difference voltage, and this particular thing is now given to some block which is a capacitor, and this IC is now going to the capacitor and it is generating the voltage, which I can say V out, which is nothing but 1 upon C integration of IC dt, and this is 1 upon C GM V1 minus V2 dt, or later we can say this GM by C V1 minus V2 dt, and this particular quantity is called integration constant omega mu, and it is very important, because how fast your integration is done, so it is also called speed of integration. It is also important, and we can say it is also speed of OTA or speed of op-amp. Larger the value of omega mu, or it's the faster is the integration, or better is the op-amp. So it is a very significance of omega mu is very much important. Significance of omega mu, you will see this thing later in the coming videos, that this particular thing is nothing but known as the UGB also. UGB or gain bandwidth product, GBW. So this is also known as UGB and GBW, and we are always thinking to design higher value of omega mu. Okay, higher value omega mu means we are landed at good op amp, or indirectly we are designing a good integrator. But there are some constraints how this omega mu can be increased, and what are the problems in increasing it, and how the design is affecting this omega mu value, and what is the value of ideally this omega mu for an ideal design. In an ideal integrated, it should be infinite faster. So if it is a very much faster, then you will see that you are more toward like a ideal op amp. Otherwise it is a limited value controlled by some design parameters on the transistor level. So now this particular structure is okay, this particular structure is your op amp. Now we'll switch to transistor level, how this GM block can be implemented. So we will land at the definition of 5 transistor OTA from this GM block. Definition of 5 transistor OTA comes out of this GM block. So this GM block capacitor, and this is my output voltage, which is nothing but an integration of this current, which is nothing but difference voltage times this GM. So this GM block we can implement on transistor level like this. Okay, so this is my V1, this is my V2, and we'll take the difference of these two voltages. We will generate some current here, which will be the IC, and this IC will be fed to capacitor. We will get some output voltage. So yeah, this is diode connected device. Yeah, so this is your basic structure of 5 transistor OTA. So we will play around this device only, this structure only, where this is your M0 device, which is generating a current 2I0, and these I can say M1, M2, M3, M4. So we will see the entire things, all the calculation for this 5 transistor device only. This M0 is also a transistor, which is NMOS. This is NMOS, M0, and this is connected to some bias voltage, and this is nothing but at this point. Drain is connected to this point. Okay, so this is, there are 5 transistors. We know M0 to M4. There are 5 transistors. That's why we can say there are 5 transistors from M0 to M4. And we know that why we call it transconductance amplifier, because it is taking the difference of voltages and generating the quantity current, which is nothing but a difference of voltage multiplied with some constant. That constant is GM. That's why it is a transconductance block, and 5 transistors are there to implement this transconductance block. And entirely we will calculate the GM, which we will calculate in further videos. The GM for this block, GM for this entire block, also M0 is included. I left here, but it is also included. Okay, so this particular structure's GM will be what? That is nothing but your GM written in that block. So this GM is nothing but what is the GM of this particular block, and we will calculate the GM of this particular block, and also R out. In coming video we will calculate about the GM, then R out, and from that we will find that what is the gain, or you can say voltage gain especially, which is GM R out. and after that how to improve it. So from next video we will not see this capacitor much, and when we will deal with the frequency response we'll again come back to this particular capacitor structure, and then we will be interested in then at what particular frequency the significance of this capacitor, and what is the transition frequency that we call a bandwidth of this structure, and what is your UGB. There we will consider this particular capacitor structure, and as of now in coming videos we will calculate the GM, R out, which are nothing but the parameters which are responsible for calculation of DC gain only. So, and how to improve this gain, so we'll improve the GM and R out parameters. So okay, so this capacitor will be again introduced in frequency analysis, then we'll analyze in great detail then what the parasitic capacitances are there, and how particular means node is contributing to some pole or to some zero, we will see in frequency analysis. So as of now this is enough to understand what is 5 transistor OTA, definition of 5 transistor OTA, and how this GM block is designed on the transistor level, and this particular structure where we have 5 transistors is in general we call it 5 transistor OTA. So I think this is enough for this video. Thank you.